Hi guys, happy Monday. I'm so happy that you're here. Today we're going to talk about Instagram for lead generation. Now, Instagram is one of my favorite tools on social media for a few reasons. So number one, every lead I get from Instagram, I don't pay for. So yes, I put time and effort into creating some posts and reaching out to people, but I don't spend any money on Instagram advertising. So therefore, my leads are technically free in terms of dollars. It's also great because I feel like an Instagram profile can really show someone's personality or a business style. And when I look at it and when I look at my prospective audience, by looking at someone's profile, even if they're in need of my help or they need a lot of work, I can already tell if this is going to be a business that I like working with or not. So I like it because it's very visual and it helps with my recruiting process. Another reason that I like it is, not only can you customize your profile, but I love the instant messaging. We see a lot of spam sometimes by Instagram instant messaging, so the direct messaging, the DMs that are also called, but it can also be really effective if you take time to personalize a message and reach out to your prospective audience. Now, the first aspect of being successful on Instagram, in my opinion, is having a very descriptive bio, something that speaks to who you are, something that's going to tell your audience who you are, what the services that you offer, and a strong call to action. So if you're a marketer, you want to talk about you offering marketing services or being a marketer. You want to list some accomplishments. So if you've done some major collaborations with other companies, you can mention that in your bio as well. For instance, for myself, I've done some writing for the Huffington Post and Alpha Gamma and Evan Carmichael. And these are things that I rotate occasionally in my bio because I want to make sure that prospective clients can see that. If you're a nutritionist and you've partnered with big brands, you may want to mention the big brands that you've partnered with and where you've hosted seminars. If you have a restaurant, you can talk about your chef. Let's say you have one of the top 5 chefs in the city in your Instagram bio. This is where you could mention something like that. Next, we want to have a call to action. So a call to action on Instagram, what has worked well for me is not necessarily the word saying, contact me for detail, contact me to work with me, but it's been more of, something a little bit more passive, like work with me or discover what we can do together. Let's take your business to the next level. So I'm giving them, an option, let's do something great together, but I'm not necessarily telling them to click on the link here, download this form here, or join my group in my bio. Right now I have work with me, and then I have a little emoji that points down to where my link is, where people can find all of my information. So it's very important for your bio to be descriptive and to have a call to action and a place for everyone to find all of your information. Now, we're going to talk about Linktree. So that's link, linktr.ee. But Linktree is just easier than spelling it out every time. So Linktree is a free program, and they also have a premium program, which I haven't had a need for yet. But it's essentially you can use it for free, and you can stack all your offers, your websites, your links in one place, and you can use it in Instagram. Now, the beauty of Linktree is that it's customized for Instagram, and when you're using it, when you're in the dashboard of that program, you're going to see what it would look like when people click on the bio from your Instagram. But you can actually take that link and put it in any social media profiles. You can put it in Twitter, you can put that in a Facebook post, you can put that on LinkedIn. Sky's the limit here. It's not because it's made primarily for Instagram that you can't drop that link anywhere else. Now in Linktree, I always have various links, so my website, offers. If I want to have more people sign up for my mailing list, I make sure that I create occasional posts directing people to sign up to my mailing list in my Linktree. But the beauty of things is when you have a call to action in your bio and when you're directing people to your Linktree, they're going to see these offers. So even if, let's say, they were going to go on your website, they go on your website, then they're like, oh yeah, I saw something else on her profile that I may want to check out. Then they may click on your offers and sign up for your mailing list. I grow my mailing list practically on autopilot. At the beginning, it was a lot more work. A lot of my posts had call to action, sign up for my mailing list, link in bio, sign up for this, link in bio, download my free guide, link in bio. But now, because it's been in my link tree for a while, I get a few subscribers every day, which is good enough for me because my mailing list grows on not a slow pace, but a steady pace that's comfortable to me. And again, I don't have to spend any money growing it. So the best way, I guess I would say, that you can generate leads by Instagram is to have a proper descriptive bio like we reviewed. Be personable. On your Instagram profile, show who you are. We're going to come across a lot of people with different opinions in business and life, and we're always going to receive negative comments that we may not agree with and don't align with us, and they may be hurtful. But it's going to happen regardless of what kind of profile you have. You could be a restaurant, you could be a superstar, you could be a consultant. We're going to deal with online trolls. It's going to happen. So just shine and show who you are. Regarding branding, I think that branding on Instagram does help lead generation. However, you don't need to plug in your logo on every post. However, if you're using quotes or anything that's unique to you that you've created, do brand your post to make sure or to minimize the amount of times people can replicate your post or try and steal your post. I know a few of you have had to deal with that. So it's always better to brand them either with your name, if it's a quote, or your website at the bottom of the post, especially if it's something, a saying or a quote that's unique to you. And the final piece of the puzzle is use your hashtags. So take hashtags where you would find your target audience. Really take time to look for them. And oftentimes you can do that by identifying who's been interacting on your Instagram so far. Look at their hashtags. See if people under those hashtags resonate with you, and would these people be your ideal audience. And if they are, start engaging with people from those hashtags. Make a list of 10 to 15 accounts, or people, I should say, per day that you want to interact with. And if that's too much, start with that number per week. So 10 to 15 accounts per week. Interact with them. So comment on their posts that you like, that you can resonate with. Talk about yourself. Really take the time to acknowledge what you like about their posts. And then after the relationship has been nurtured a little bit, send them a direct message. So talk a little bit more about the services that you offer. Don't send a generic cold pitch email saying, here are my packages, here are my pricing. You can say, what I do, for example, is, I love your restaurant. I've been there, and I'll do that actually for restaurants where I've visited. I've been there, this is my favorite dish. I love the special attention that your waiters had given us. Truly appreciated. I noticed this was done really well on your Facebook, and I also had some advice for you, and here's the advice that I have. I'll attach a link to my packages. If ever you need social media services, contact me for details. So it's a little bit more warm, and I'm providing them value in that direct message. And in most cases, guys, I get a response, even if it's a no. Because people appreciate when you take the time to do something unique. And I'm not talking about taking 1 hour or 2 hours out of your day to audit everybody and provide, deep personal advice, but 1 or 2 things that you notice quickly that could help them. That's the kind of cold pitch email people want to see. Congratulate them on recent achievements, if it's a company or if it's somebody that you know and you've noticed on their profile that they're celebrating a milestone or a business achievement or anything. Take the time to congratulate them. Show that you've really looked at their profile. Show that you really care, because if you want to work with someone, if you're going to send a million cold pitch emails to your audience and you're not going to get to know them, you're not going to do any research, it's not going to go over well. So, there are the chances that yes, people will reply saying, send me your packages, send me your pricing, I would love to work with you. but it's much better when you take time to build that relationship with the client or the prospective client. Because what happens is, even if they don't have money for your services, or if they don't need your services right now, they will refer you to friends. That happens to me. You know, I had a prospective client that said, you know, I can't afford your pricing, but when I do, I'll come back to you. And that prospective client that never became a client sent me 2 leads that became clients. So when you do take time to go above and beyond, it does pay off. And Instagram is a great platform because it's all in one place. You know, yes, we run the risk of people not reading their direct messages, but hey, there's a risk in everything. Even if we message people, our email could go to spam. So to me, it's the same. There's no difference. I don't feel like there's any more risk. So study your audience. Make sure that your bio speaks to who you are. Make sure that your account shows who you are. People want to connect with you as a person as well. So it doesn't have to be too corporate. You know, show what your day-to-day life is about. Even celebrate some milestones on your own page. Stack your wins. So if you have clients of yours that have had some major milestones, talk about them on social media. That way all of those stack up for you when you start nurturing relationships, and when you start sending those messages on Instagram and people look into you, they'll see what you're all about. So I hope that you enjoy this training. I'm going to do a second video about Instagram lead generation in the upcoming days. If you have any questions, feel free to post them in the comments. I'm so excited for our little group that's growing. And at the same time, if you guys want to, let me know what win you've achieved in business lately. Bye, guys.